Well, today's a day for keeping my promises. I've made at least 2 promises that I can remember, and one was to show you Chinese traffic, and the other was to show you the live food section at the local grocery store.
This is pretty much a typical Chinese intersection. Cars turning right through lines of pedestrians. You hear pretty much non-stop horns here. There's probably about as many bikes as cars, although somebody told me that there's 10,000 new cars on the road per month in Nanjing. Just this city alone. Beijing's even worse. Okay, here comes a key moment. This is a transition of the lights. Watch what happens. Oh, here comes a bus careening through the pedestrians here. But if you look right here, you gotta go across the crosswalk, and then you get to the middle, right here. There's this little yellow zone that's kind of like, congratulations, you've made it this far. So people walk halfway across the street and then stop in that little zone. Let's just inconspicuously watch to see if these women do just that. Yep, there it is. Here comes a car down the bike lane. Very typical. The Chinese aren't quite sure who came up with the profoundly counter-revolutionary concept of separate lanes while driving, but they reject that Western philosophy. Chicken. Here it is. Oh, a narrow miss. Who's willing to take on the bus? Let's see. Oh, they make a bold move and just clear the intersection. I'm wondering if in Chinese traffic court, you shouldn't have been walking there is a valid defense.
This was taken on the way back from Carrefour. This is what I mean by school of fish. Watch, this black car comes out of nowhere, cuts everybody off, no problem. A good driver in China is nothing more than a strong opportunist. Watch as the black car travels fearlessly onto the left-hand side of the road, probably thinking to himself, a little oncoming traffic never hurt anybody, right? So yeah, driving in China is a little crazy. I definitely think the #1 threat to my personal safety in China is crossing the street. And on a little bit of a different note, my Chinese friend and I were walking by this restaurant yesterday, and he was like, oh, that restaurant's really good, we should go there. And then he's like, oh, wait, but on second thought, yeah, foreigners might not like it. And I said, well, why is that? And he said, they want you to know their food is really fresh. And I said, yeah. So, he said they serve chicken. And the way they do it is they bring out a chicken, a live chicken. Have you look at it, make sure it's good and alive and fresh. And then they whack off the head right in front of you, so you know it's fresh. Which brings me to my next section of the blog, the live food section of Carrefour. Good thing it's fresh, because otherwise I would not want to eat it.
Not a pet store, it's a food store.